Hey everybody, it's me, Marquita. I am coming on here just to make a quick little short video saying that two people that I watched their video is very, very angry that I did not subscribe to their video after watching. Now, I am making this to tell you how I choose who I subscribe to. If I watch your channel and I like it, I'm not just going to subscribe first off rip if I don't know you. Now, there's three ways, really. I subscribe to people that I know personally and I give them a subscription. Because if I know you, that means we're good friends. So I'm going to subscribe. So if I know you in real life, you automatically got to subscribe from me. Two, it might be wrong, but I do sub for sub. If somebody subs to me, I automatically sub back to them. And I do check periodically all my subs. And if I see that you are not on my subscription list, but I am still subscribed to you, I will remove my subscription because I sub for sub. Third, how I sub is if four. Okay, so there's four reasons. So the third way that I will subscribe to you is if I find your page and I watch 3 videos. And if the 3 videos that I just so happen to see is like, I can get with this. And especially if it's if I go into it and it's a playlist all about that specific video, most definitely, if I like 3 videos and I do them in order, I don't just skip around. As an example, Not So Berry Challenge. If episode 1, 2, and 3, not generation, just 3 episodes in a row, if that keeps my interest and I want to watch more, I will subscribe to your channel because that means I want to see more of your work. But if you just don't vibe with me, if I watch it and I'm like, okay, I like this episode, but then I don't like the second episode, I will watch the third episode, even though I didn't like the second one. If I like the third one, I will watch the fourth episode. And I will explain that in a minute. So I'll watch the fourth video. And if I don't like the fourth one, I will watch a fifth one. And if I don't like the fifth one, I just will not give you a subscription. Now, yes, I know you're like, but you liked a couple of them. It wasn't 3 in a row because I would consider that as a hit or miss. So the hit and miss videos is if it's on my timeline and it comes up and I'm like, okay, I'm bored, or the thumbnail or the title of the video catches my interest and I click on it and watch it and like it, then okay. And then if something else, I recommend it. Maybe that wasn't my cup of tea, that playlist. Maybe I thought that that's what I wanted to see from you, but you might do something else that might be totally different. That will keep my interest. You can get a subscription that way. And the fourth way that you can get my subscription is if a friend recommends you and I trust that friend or family. If I trust that person and that person knows me, knows what I like, knows what will keep me interested, I will subscribe to you. As an example, I love British comedies. Love British comedies. Love. When I say I love British comedies, I love British comedies. Favorite, my favorite series, I guess that's what they're called, series, is Are You Being Served? Love that show. Literally, I come back once a year and watch all the show, like every single episode in a marathon, as if I never seen them. I love them. I got the whole season. I think it was 20 DVDs or something like that. I don't remember how many it was. Gary got it for me for Christmas because he knows that is my favorite British comedy. Are You Being Served? Yes, they don't make them anymore. And yes, I also got involved with Are You Being Served again. That was the second half of Are You Being Served? That was after the the store owner, the old man. That was after he died, and then he left. So you know what? See, I was about to tell y'all the plot. I love that show. I love that show, and I watched it. I even watched the movie, and I did not like the movie. And today, I will go back and watch the movie just for the nostalgia. Second favorite British comedy. See, this is what my Saturdays used to have on PBS. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, if you didn't know. So PBS, that's what you know. Number 2 or 15. It depends if you got cable or not. So channel 2 or channel 15. 15 is if you don't got cable. Channel 2 is if you got cable. But PBS, usually from 8 o'clock to I think it's 10 o'clock. Because I haven't watched it in a long time. Why? Because I lost the remote to my TV. Well, not the remote to my TV, the remote to my cable box. But I technically don't have cable. I have. Sorry for the horses. I have cable, but I only have basic, meaning I get the regular channels and then maybe 2 other channels. But it's not really cable. The reason why I got that is so that my internet can be as cheap as it is. Because I needed internet when the girls were on virtual. Now I need the internet so that I can look up stuff and all that for my kids. Anyhow, this is what my Saturday used to involve. 8 o'clock. Now I'm gonna say the lineup from the last time that I actually sit down to watch the lineup. Okay. It was at 8 o'clock. Keeping Up Appearance with Harrison. I finally realized they're not saying Harrison, because I thought they was calling her Harrison, like S-O-N, but it's hair, and I can't say it. It's with a TH, Harrison, or something like it. Anyways, Mrs. Bouquet. This is Mrs. Bouquet, lady of the house speaking. Hello, Mrs. Bucket. It's Bouquet. Love Harrison. Okay. Second one, as time goes by. Oh, I love that. And you know what? And I'm only gonna say the reason why I literally watched that was for Judy. Was Judy Dent. Oh crap, what's her name? Um. Anyways, Oh crap, what is her name? Something Judy Dent. Anyways, y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that um Jack Sparrow kissed in Pirates of the Caribbean. I think Desmond's Chest. That might not be it. World's End might be World's End. Um, and she was, I forgot, M and James Bond with my favorite James Bond, um Daniel Craig. Anyways, y'all know who that is. So I watched it for her, and then I actually I like I like the man's jowls, cause he got little puppy dog jowls. Anyways, I know that's that man's face. How dare I only watch it just because I want to just pinch his little face, and because I love Judy Dent. Anyways, and then the third show. So Keeping Up Appearance was 30 minutes. As time goes by, it's 30 minutes. So that's 8 and 8:30. 9 o'clock was when I watched it. It was open all hours. That one I only watched literally because I was missing Are You Being Served? And open, or not all night, open all hours. And because it was a store, I literally watched it. But that's literally my only reason is because I'm like, maybe it can be my new Are You Being Served? And it just wasn't. It didn't. It. I watched it because I liked the nephew, which he was being so mistreated. By the uncle. The uncle, oh, greedy. Anyhow, um, Granville was the nephew, and I like Granville. Um, and then 9:30, I think it was Vineyard for old men or something like that, or no, or the last of the summer wine. I'm thinking it might be the last of the summer wine, or something like. Anyways, I didn't watch it, and like I only left that in because it's that one guy. He's always riding his bicycle, and I think he's cheating on his wife, but like I never know if he's just being nice, like because he rides his bike and he's always saying that he's going to the library, but then like I'm thinking he is cheating on his wife with the younger woman, which he's like 80 and she's like maybe 65. The younger woman is. And but he always rides his bicycle. I liked him. I don't even know his name. I just know his plot. And I'm thinking he's sneaking around with her. And so I like that one. And I know y'all probably like you like a man that's cheating on his wife. No, I just think it's funny because of their age. And I'm being honest. I think it's majorly hilarious. But that one, if I don't see him within the first 5 minutes, because I'll give it 5 minutes, I just I turn it off because at 10 o'clock that's when what is it, Rock City? Is that what's called Rock City Music or something like that? And it's just it's like as if I was at a like if I was at a bar watching a live band. I just, I would do, and my thing is, it's not that that don't entertain me. It's not that that's not what I like. Because I will sit down and watch it if I was interested in it. It reminds me when I was 18, when I used to go to karaoke every Friday night, and we came home at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Um, we came home about 3 o'clock in the morning, but I mean we were grown. We were 18. Let me not say that we were like completely grown. I mean we were 18, and we used to go karaoke every Friday night and every Saturday night. Same place. And yes, it was in a bar. But before you even tried to get that bar in trouble, no, we did not drink. Yes, the woman knew how old we was. We were allowed to be there if we were 18. And we were 18. I think a couple of us, and when I say a couple of, you know what? Let me break it down of who it was. I have to say code names because I don't know if they want their names, they governments, um, out on my channel. I won't say their governments. I will say their nicknames. And I have told this story before. So it was me. I'm Marky, but y'all know my name, Marquita. That's me. I'm Marky. Okay, and then it was, okay. I'll start with couples, um, and then singles. So okay, I'll put myself in the single one. Okay, so couples, it was Zane, and I'm gonna call him Gopher because I think I called him Gopher in the other one. So it was Zane. Zane's a girl, and Gopher, he's a guy. Um, and then it was Candy Cane and Superman. They were together. Candy Cane is a girl. Superman was a guy. Um, I think it was couple wise, that was all. Then it was me. Like I had a boyfriend, he just didn't go karaoke with me. When I was 18, my boyfriend was, how old was he? 42 or something like that. And so when I was 18, my boyfriend was like 42. No, I did not get with him for no money. He didn't have any money. He had 0%. He had no money. I was not with him for the money. Okay, so, but I had a boyfriend. He just never went karaoke with me. Zane, when I was 18, because I am a couple of months older than her. So I'm going to do it from October. And then that, so, okay, so October of 2002, I was 18. I'm about to turn 19 because I turned 19 that November 2002. Um, so Zane was 18. Gopher, he was 18. Um, I'm a couple of months older than them. Candy Cane, I think her birthday is in October, so she's already 19. Superman, I think he was 22, 23, 22 or 23. Um, and that's all the couples that I hung out with. Well, I mean, there's another couple, but they like all of us rode together. Um, and then so he was like 22. I'm not for sure how old he was. Um, but I know he was of legal drinking age. But that didn't matter. That wasn't my boyfriend. Would never look at him like that. And then, so I was 18, about to be 19 that October. And then Raven was already 19. Her birthday is in July. So, At that time, she wasn't dating anybody. And then when she did date somebody, like, anyway, she's happily married now. And, her husband's been together for multiple years, like double digit years. Like, she's happily married. Um, and then we hung out with an older couple. They were married. I'm gonna say Mama One and Papa, or Mama and Papa, because I don't think we ever had a nickname for them, and maybe the name that I know for them is their nickname, but I'm not gonna say it just in case it's not. So I'm gonna say Mama and Papa only because they had a child. At that time, I think their son was 3 or 4. So they they were a little bit older than us. I think they were maybe like 23, 24. When we were like, they weren't that much older than us, but they were of legal drinking age. And then the man that ran the karaoke, he was a traveling karaoke, and I'm gonna call him Get Her Naked. And so he used to. It's an inside joke. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Um. Anyways, he he was the one um that ran the karaoke, but then the bar that we were at, like, it wasn't his bar. He was basically just going there. He got permission to go there, and he was bringing in customers basically. I mean, obviously he had two car full of young kids that weren't even, like, we were 18, and in 18 and 19, us youngins. So I mean, but he brought in older people too, and then men, and really, I don't remember any older. I don't remember any older women like that wasn't in our group. I think it was just older men. And when I say older men, I'm talking about these men that wasn't in our group. The youngest man, probably 52. And that's just, or no, I forgot about that one that lost his family in a fire. I think he was in his 40s. I think he was in his 40s. I still remember his song. That's just crazy. Anyways, yeah, he lost his family in that fire. But I think he was in his 40s. But other than that, the rest of them were like older men. Um, that was fun though. That was fun. Why did I? Cause okay, that's why I was telling the story. Cause I did that every Friday and every Saturday at that bar with that same group of people, and um, and I had the time of my life. We would go. We would get there probably about 8 o'clock. 8 or 9? No, it was 8 because it was still daylight. So like 8 o'clock, and then we got home at 3. Well, they dropped me back off at 3. So yeah, so they would drop me back off at home at 3, and then I would of course sleep, and anyways, get up, play The Sims, which was The Sims 1 at that time, and then get ready and go back karaokeing. Anyways, like I said, I was young, had fun, and so when I say that I did not, because I don't watch TV hardly anymore. Um, that I didn't watch. I'm thinking still. Rock something um, on PBS. The reason why I didn't watch that one is because I would rather be there in person. And if I wanted to see a if I want to see music, I would want to be karaoke in person. And that show is not karaoke, it's literally like a live band, which I am so mad because I heard about a little thing going on in Nashville. And I forgot who said it. Somebody said it. And they were like, "You want to go up?" And I was like, they were like, "It's ran by Budweiser or something like that." It was something. But I later found out it was a Posty when he did that Budweiser thing. And I could be mistaken. It might not have been him. It might have been somebody else. But I do remember, because, like, I'm only saying I think it was him because it was just coincidentally like 2 months after that I seen, that he that he did that, and I said, was that his concert? Like, I don't remember who the person was playing, but it was a free concert. It was like all I had to do was, you know, purchase drinks, not alcohol. Not it wasn't only alcohol. Like you can buy alcohol and or buy food, like order food or something like that. You just couldn't go there just to watch a free concert. You had to be a patron. And I don't drink alcohol. And so I don't drink alcohol. And I think maybe that's why I said no, because they was like, it's being ran by Budweiser, and I'm like, even if I do have a drink, I don't like beer. I don't. I don't like the taste of it. Um, no, thank you. But now I wish that I would have went just in case it was that concert, that bar thing, because like, I was so mad because October of last year, Gary, um, he, not, it was not last year. Was it last year? Was it last year? I'm thinking it was October 2. Yeah, 22. Yeah, I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Gary got cause he sometimes works for Axis, and they were looking for people to do a concert. And Gare, because y'all know he had esophageal cancer, he's still getting over it. He's wasting away, y'all. He's so thin. Um, but they asked him if he would work a concert, and I told him, I was like, well, I was like, you can. I was like, but I just don't think that you're going to be able to stand that long. But I will do the concert. Like I told him, I can go do the concert. I'm, I just, I'm not authoritative. Like I don't like being in charge. So where they needed the help, they needed it in security. And so if somebody says to me, if I go, let me check your bag, and they go, no, I'm not going to take their bag. I'm not going to be forceful with them. I'm going to hopefully have somebody there with me that can do that. But I'm not going to fight you over your own stuff. Like I won't let you in. But like I don't like that position. And so I said no. And then when I told Gary, I was like, oh, this is where, because I thought it was gonna be online. I didn't know it was gonna be in person. So then when I told Gary, I was like, I was like, if I could just get a ride to Nashville, I would have got to go to the Posty concert. He then proceeds to tell me, oh, that's the concert I was supposed to work. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? He said, I didn't know who it was. I could have seen Posty. And if he would have told me it was the Posty concert, if he knew that that's what concert it was, and if I knew that that's what that was, bitch, who gonna get in without permission? Who gonna be a big boss? Me, me, and who gonna do their job to the 10th power? This one, even though that's like totally out of my comfort area. That ain't me. But if I get to go to Posty concert and technically you're paying me to go to his concert, bitch, you can't tell me jack. That's all I'm saying. But I didn't get to go. And I'm sad. And Gary didn't know that that's what it was. Because he's like, I would have, got propped up and I would have went just for you. Because he's nice like that. He is. But I'm going to let y'all go. Because I'm going to eat some more Triscuits. They good. I like Triscuits. I really do. Oh, I was wanting to say my Amazon order did get resolved. The post office still can kiss my ass because you're punishing me for something that somebody else did. Please deliver my stuff to my door. I paid for it. It's mine. Give it to me. I did get my 2 orders that I don't know if y'all know that. Did I upload that video? Because I made a rent video and I uploaded. I made that. I just don't know if I uploaded it. I did get my order. I did. I did get it. Gary went down to try to get it. They wouldn't give it to him. And then I was like, fine, I need to know the next. Because at first he was like, oh, this is the man at the post office. Oh, I can't give it to you because this is what he's telling Gary. I can't give it to you because your name is not on the package. Okay, yeah, but his name is on this address. Like, I did not think I was gonna have problems with getting my package. But okay. I then told the man, okay, well, can you get it delivered? Like, I'm telling you who I am. He goes, well, I can't physically see you. I said, well, I can't come down there because I don't have a car. We have a car, but it's broke down, remember? So, I was like, I can't get down there. And even if the car wasn't broke, I can't drive. I don't know how to drive. So then he's like, fine. Well, first he was like, I just don't know what to do. I'm like, it's my packages. I want my packages that I bought. I was like, do you want me to give you the tracking number? Do you want me to give you the order number? What do you need from me that I can give you? Do you want me to have Amazon call you for you to give me my package? He's like, well, if you can give me your take a picture of your ID with your name and address on it, I will give it to him. I said fine, because like at this time he argued with Gary for 15 minutes, argued with me for another 10 minutes. I might be exaggerating the time up or like giving it too much time or not enough time. I don't know. I am time blind. I don't understand the concept of time. I don't feel time passing. So I can't tell you how long me and this man was having this argument. So don't take it literal 15 minutes. And don't take it a literal 10 minutes. Just know that he argued with Gary and he argued with me. I then said, okay, I'll take a picture of my state ID and I will even take a picture of myself so that you see it is me. He goes, I just need a picture of your ID with your name on it. Now, the reason why I took a picture with me in it was for the simple fact I can have anybody's ID. I could take a picture of anybody's ID, right? But okay, let's say that I have Marquita's ID, right? Yes, the package says Marquita. I have Marquita's ID. You don't know that I am that said person because I could say that over the phone. I could send you a picture of this ID, but how do you know that I am the person in the ID? That's why before he even tried to come back with that, that's why I took a picture with the ID. One, I took a picture of the ID so you can see my name and my address. Now, I told him my address is not gonna match this address on my ID, but I will take a picture like the name matches and the face matches. And I took a picture, one of the ID by itself, and then the ID next to my face, so you can see what I look like, what's on the ID. And I told them, before you say it, I had hair in that picture. I don't have hair right now. I cut my hair off. So if that's going to be a problem, I can't grow my hair back. I just don't like hair. I cut it off. But it's me. And then after all that, after, I sent Gary the picture and all that, the man then proceeds to tell me, oh, the package ain't even here. Well, why in the fuck did we just take 30 minutes out of my life that I cannot get back? Why did you not say, we don't even have that package here? Right? Right? So then, I'm like, where's my package? So he tells Gary, oh, well, your package is at this place. Okay, well, where's that place at? And then he then says, oh, and so like I said, there was two different orders. So Gary had two different papers saying that, that we attempted to send this package, we attempted to send that package. He had both of them sheets of paper. The man then proceeds to keep one of my pieces of paper because he's like, oh, well, this one ain't even to Marquita. This one is to a Margaret something. I don't even remember the last name. I'm like, I know you effing lying. Well, I didn't say effing. I said, I know you fucking lying. Margaret, whatever, is not getting my package. Not that I bought. Not that I'm fighting to get my property. I told Gary, I said, you go back in there. Because, like, at this time, Gary's in the car. Y'all, I'm like on 10 right now. And I told him, I said, well, you go back in there. You tell this man, I want his name. I want the the post office number, like which one it is. Like I knew what street it was on, but I need it because I know some buildings is like this is store 31 or whatever, because it's a chain. There's multiple post offices here, so I'm like I need to know the post office number as far as what store number that is or what building number. Like, is that post office 7? Whatever. I need that name. I need the manager name, and I need his name. And I said, and if they try to call me a Karen, I will be the biggest fucking Karen. Because I'm not asking for something that's not mine. Like I said, this situation cannot be resolved because I never stole anybody's package. I would not steal anybody's package. So, y'all not delivering to my house. What did me, Marquita, personally do to warrant you not delivering my property to my house? Nothing. I did not do anything. I did not steal no packages. I don't know who did. I would not, because that's not mine. I don't steal. I'm not a thief. Okay, you say go to the mailbox. Okay, well, what time are y'all down at the mailbox? Oh, you can't tell me that? Well, how in the fuck am I gonna meet the mailman at the mailbox? I can't see my mailbox from my house. I literally live walking on foot. I live a good 5. Well, you know what? Let me put 10 minutes on it because I am fat. A bitch is fat. And I live I'm going to say on the side of the hill because it's not all the way. I live on the side of the hill. Like, I don't live at the bottom of the hill and I don't live at the top of the hill. I literally live going up the hill. So I live on the side of a hill. If I look out my back door towards the direction of my post office, I literally have to look through 2 brick buildings. And let's say that I can see through them 2 brick buildings. I then got to look down a hill down the street to see a little tiny white truck parked in a parking. If he parks in that parking lot, like if he parks in the actual parking lot, I won't be able to see him because the mail building itself blocks the parking lot. But if he parks in the mailman spot, which is on the side of, like, basically side the curb, I can see that. If I can see through 2 brick buildings and down the hill, I would be able to see a tiny white truck. But if he chooses not to park on that side, I won't be able to see him if he's in the actual parking lot. So, how am I supposed to resolve the situation? Now, we finally got a hold of, not today, it was yesterday. Yesterday, we got a hold of somebody that was able to give us a little bit more information. And the information that she said we're gonna do, because nobody ever told us that if we do that, they have to, by law, they have to deliver. Even if they don't deliver to anybody else here, they legally have to deliver to my address. If I do, like, if I had that one thing set, set in if I got it set up, they legally cannot keep my packages away from me. But we're going to do that, but nobody ever told us this. We've been dealing with this since last year. And it's now February. 23. Very first incident that happened was December 21. January 22. Multiple times in 22. So, with that said, I I called Amazon. I told Amazon I canceled the order. Like I told them that they're not delivering my stuff, which Amazon knows this because every time that it happened last year, it was an Amazon order. So as many times as I called the post office last year, I also called Amazon that many times. At least 10 different times. 10. 1-0. At least. It might have been more. Might have been more. But it was at least 10 different times. And I called Amazon every single time. And so they know that, and they can see that it wasn't delivered, that I'm not just trying to get free stuff. So we canceled it. The woman was like, well, we're gonna, and the reason why I got the name and number and everything, because I was going to call the cops. But it wasn't because that they got my order wrong or anything. It's because they would not give me my package. Okay, for one. For two, they wouldn't give me my paper back. The paper had my name on it. Now, yes, they said that tracking number. The man said that package was going to a Margaret something. Okay, that same tracking number I got on, like I went on Amazon, and it's up under my name. So I'm like, okay, I know that the name on there is not Margaret. My name's not Margaret. My name is Marquita. And then the last name that they said is nowhere near my last name. So it's not even that they even mistakenly got it mixed up. And third, okay, on that little paper shows my address, shows my first and last name. Okay, why would that show my first and last name on that specific paper that y'all left in my mailbox? The package has my name, my address. Why was the tracking number that you said that you looked up, sir? The name wouldn't have matched. The name on that little paper is not Margaret. That name on that paper is Marquita. The address on that tracking number, and I'm saying this according to what he said. This is what his justification was. That the tracking number shows that it's being delivered at this address. Not my address, at the Margaret address. And it's being delivered to Margaret. Okay, but on this paper, it shows that you left that package, that you left that piece of paper in Marquita mailbox at this specific, um, for this address. So for this specific address, for this specific person with the name, the package has the exact same thing. So if you're going by the tracking number, does that mean that you're like, oh, I am delivering a package to Cracker Barrel or to Joe Blow, but the tracking number says that this is not Joe Blow's address. The tracking number, Not that the box says that this is Joe Blow's box. Not that the box says that this is Joe Blow's address. Okay, so if the box says that this is going to Joe Blow, if the address is Joe Blow's address, if you got proof that that's what them two things say, the tracking number is not saying that it's going there. But the paper that you got, that in my case, let's say that, okay, you see this piece of paper. This piece of paper says Marquita on it. This piece of paper has Marquita's address on it. The package says Marquita. The package address is Marquita's address. But the tracking number says that it's going to a Margaret. The tracking number shows that it's going to a different address. I think I would probably believe the package. I would. If I got the piece of paper in my hand, would you think that I stole that piece of paper that is literally from y'all's business? It wasn't handwritten. It was typed. And it had the mailman's code on it. How do I know the mailman's code? Because all you gotta do is say, yakety smackety, did you deliver in this area on this day? And if yakety smackety says no, then you can start accusing. If yakety smackety is like, yep, that was my route that day. Okay, well, how would I know yakety smackety delivered? I missed it. What, Savannah? Can I look in a minute? My point of it was my name matched my package. The tracking number is what y'all got wrong on your end, because Amazon looked up the order number, my name. They looked up the tracking number that is on the website. It's in my name. So how does Amazon have the same address, have the same name, the same information that I am privy to? And I couldn't say, Amazon, this is the tracking number that they got. Make sure that it's right, because the man kept the paper. He refused to give it to me back. Well, he refused to give it back to Gary, because Gary's not Margaret something. But my paper also don't say Margaret. My paper said Marquita. I'm not Margaret. So if I was physically there, you wouldn't have gave it back to me either, because I'm not Margaret. Right? Logically. Is that not true? So fuck the USPS. Oh, I meant to say, I got my packages because after I was threatened to call the cops to get my property that was lawfully mine, coincidentally somebody delivered it to my front door.